Thank you. And for the four-way test, let us hear it led to us by President Nominee Designate Heaven Peña Florida.
The four-way test. First, is it the truth?
Is it the
The
truth?
truth?
Second, is it fair to all concerned?
Is it
Fair
fair?
Fair to all
concerned?
concerned.
Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Will it
Will
build
it
good?
Build
goodwill
goodwill
and
and
better
better friendship.
And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Will
Will
it
it
be
Be
beneficial?
beneficial to all concerned.
The answer to all
The
this?
answer to all of this
Yes.
is
Yes.
yes, and yes.
Okay, thank you very much, PND, Kevin. And for the objects of Rotary, let's hear it out from President Nominee Rene Llanos.
The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster, first, development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Last but not least, fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service.
Thank you, President Nominee Rene Llanos. At this point, let us hear from our club secretary, past President Tanya Lumalan, to acknowledge all the guests and all the Rotarians in this Zoom room right now.
Okay.
Tanya.
Good evening and welcome for all the past presidents. First, of course, our president, Emmy Pulido, and then our PE, Mike Lim, am I right? And then our PN is Rotarian Rene, am I right? And then we
Rene Llanos.
okay, our PND, President Nominee Designate, Miss Heaven, and the past president, from the youngest ba or to the oldest?
Whichever, as you see on the screen.
Okay, past president Santi Dapul, then past president Rachel Ocampo, past yours truly, past president Tanya Lumanlan, and then of course we have past president Joel Paloma, we have past president Ricky Ravina. Who else did I forget?
TRF
And
Chair,
then
TRF Chair Ray Del Mundo.
Ray, Rotarian Ray.
Our
Okay.
TRF Chair, yes. Of course, our Rotaractor lady there, Miss Gina May.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Gina May.
Yes.
Good evening.
Okay. Thank you so much. Earlier, kinumusta naming lahat ang bawat isa, and since you were still on the road, Ray, hindi ka nakapagsalita, would you want to say hello to everyone? And just tell us something about how's your being a, what's this, from pampering dad to your son. Kumusta po? Nasa office ka na ba? Just say hello.
Office now.
Sa office ka na po.
Good evening, everyone.
Pero parang choppy ba siya?
Just want to share with you.
You're breaking.
Share with you.
You're
Mahina
breaking.
siguro.
Mahina ang signal mo yata, Ray. Mahina. Anyway, Ray, mahina ang signal mo, Rotarian Ray. Ayun. Anyway, sige, we'll hear from him later. Anyway, he'll talk something about the global grant. Sige. Okay, next. Thank you so much, Pipi Tanya, for acknowledging everybody. Pipi Ray will get back to you. Rotarian Ray. Okay, the most exciting part right now. I'm so happy, that this gentleman accepted the invitation to be our president-elect. And for short notice, thank you, of course, President Nominee Designate Heaven for endorsing Mike. And alam mo, ito, umattend na siya ng president-elect training in Clark. So let's hear from him. How was it? Let's give him like 10 minutes to share how was his experience. Is he getting more motivated and getting ready to be president? And share a bit of Imagine Rotary, your theme for the year. Okay? PE Mike.
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys, and and to be sharing yung initial experience and so far ano yung mga na-encounter ko during our pets training last March 26 to 27. Siguro first thing, I'd like to share three emotions that I am feeling right now. Initially, there are three. The first one is actually thrilled. I'm thrilled because everything is new to me. I started here, last I think February lang, and then I took up the challenge, to be PE of our club, and knowing that I have a lot of people to help me, kayo po, our dear EPs, Rotarians, and of course, nandiyan po si Ma'am Emmy to really mentor us. So thrilled, And second is kinakabahan. So second emotion, kinakabahan talaga kasi I don't know what to expect and ano ba yung expectation to me, Siyempre, nakita naman natin kung ano yung mga naging projects natin right now with CPME, ang lalaki ng mga projects, and I'm not sure kung magagawa ko rin ba siya, But the pets actually also helped me realize na I'm not alone in here. So nandyan po yung mga classmates ko, yung mga kabatch. And of course, nandyan po yung mga members natin, our officers. And the third and last, yung emotion is inspired. I'm inspired. After
Very good.
seeing yung mga projects natin, di ba nag-report po tayo last month. And right now, yes, during the governor's visit, and now meron po tayong mga updates. After hearing those projects, I was inspired kasi this is not just an organization where we just do fellowship na puro social lang, kumbaga, like other organizations. I really saw the intention of this organization, the Rotary, and by attending pets, mas nalinawan pa ako ano nga ba yung ginagawa natin dito. And with that, I'd like to share a few things lang of ano nga ba, what's to come, the coming Rotary year, sa ano po namin, sa term po namin. As LCPME mentioned kanina,
Imagine Rotary.
Yes, our theme is Imagine Rotary. Now, with that, can I ask everyone to just give me a few minutes to ask everyone to close your eyes. I'd like you to imagine Sige, close po muna tayo na eyes lahat. Ayan, pwera na lang po kung baka may nagda-drive po ah. Ayan, sige. Let's close our eyes. No? I'd like everyone to think and imagine, no? Ano ba yung mga bagay sa paligid natin, in our community? Huwag na tayo lumayo. Just think of the community around us. Isipin nyo po, ano yung mga bagay na nakikita nyo na, uy, pwede pa itong ma-improve. Pwede tayong makatulong dito. I think mas better kung ganito yung ginagawa. Pwedeng sa gobyerno, pwedeng sa community lang mismo natin. Imagine those things that nakikita nyo, uy, dapat ganito yan, dapat ganito. Or baka pwede natin gawing mas effective. No? So after that, think of the things that we can do as a Rotarian, no, to improve yung community natin around us. So sige, I'll give you few more minutes. 1 minute lang, 1 minute. Imagine nyo what impact can we do around our community. Kahit sa neighborhood lang natin. Or pwedeng bigger, no? Sa city natin. Or sa buong Pilipinas. Ayan. Now, sige. Hindi ko na i-ask everyone to share. You can open your eyes, no? Lahat yun naisip nyo, we can actually do something about it, no? And one thing I learned with Rotary, no, we are the people of action. No, na naririnig ko na yan since yun nag-attend ako last time, no. And mas napatunayan pa yun when I saw yung mga projects that are ongoing. Even hindi na natin kailangan lumayo, even in our club alone, no, nakita natin kung ano yung ginagawa natin right now. And mas makikita natin later. No. So, I'd like everyone, no, I'd like to request everyone to continue supporting those projects. No, siguro po as the incoming, no, the PE for the next Rotary year, I'd like to continue on yung mga projects that we have right now. And of course, to palakihin pa yung reach nun. Mas magawin natin impactful pa sa people that are involved. No? So I'm asking for everyone's support. Yun lang naman. So let me share to you lang rin po yung mga goals for next year na 22 to 23 na annual goals, no. So there are four priorities po. So una is increase our impact, no. As an organization, we are actually creating impact to our communities, no. But our goal for next year would be to increase that, no, to gawin natin mas mas malalim sa ang impact natin to these neighborhood or communities. Next is expand our reach. So, how do we do this? Expand our reach. Maybe we could actually increase our membership, or we could sponsor or create satellite clubs. Or one thing that I learned from the pets is that meron pala tayong mga Rotaractors, no, that are part of us as well, na partner natin. And naisip ko po, na-mention ko to kay Ms. Emmy last time during one of our fellowship, na we can actually build up more Rotaractors to kumbaga as a sustainable strategy for Rotary, no, yung club natin, kasi these youth, these younger generations na group, no, would eventually be part of our Rotary na club, no. And if we build up yung partnership natin with them, nandun po yung continuity, no, from Rotaract to Rotary. Mas nakikita ko po mas marami po yung membership po natin. And ayun, in connection with that is priority number 3 is enhance participant engagement. Ayan. So, not just magparami ng numbers, no, but we would like our members to be engaged, you know, to be attending our meeting, to be involved with our actual projects. No? And fourth is increase our ability to adapt. Nako, very evident to kasi we just pinagdaanan natin ng pandemic and everyone transitioned to online even until now, no? Some na-try na po natin mag-hybrid, no? So we need to adapt fast, no? So that we can continue on thriving as a group, as a club. So yun po yung 4, no? And ayun, I'm looking forward to the year ahead, and ayun, I would be seeking guidance po from everyone. Thank you po for this opportunity.
Thank you for sharing, PE Mike. Palakpakan naman natin si PE Mike. And we really welcome you, no, sa mundo ng Rotary. And it seems
Yes.
like you were able to capture and get excited, thrilled, and getting ready for your term. So, nakalimutan mo lang i-introduce ng konti pa yung sarili mo. So, what is your
Oo nga.
how young are you, and what is your classification? Ano nga ang pinagkakabalahan mo ngayon sa iyong araw-araw na
Sige po.
pangbuhayan?
Ayan, so of course, yes, I'm Michael Son din, and I'm 35. You can call me Mike, so for short, no. Yan na yung nakasanayan, but other people would call me Son kasi masyadong common daw ang Mike, no. So if you want to be unique, you can call me Son or your son. Yeah, so I'm 35, single, and ano bang ginagawa ko, no? I have 2 jobs, no. I am an IT consultant for Accenture, and also I'm also a financial consultant under True Life UK. So, yun yung ginagawa ko.
Very
Baka may question po kayo.
Question ko, bakit single ka pa raw hanggang ngayon? Heaven, tanong mo, barkada ni Heaven, bakit ba ang mga, yeah?
Ang dami nga nagtatanong din. Pero, ano ba?
Tawa ng tawa si Heaven, no? Kasi hindi mo pinasin ni Heaven, eh.
Siguro masyadong busy. Hindi pa ready to commit siguro at this point. But, pag nandiyan naman yung right person, no? Yeah.
Correct. Agree. Oo.
Parang pang Mrs. Universe yung tanong,
kasi nag-invite sa'yo si Mrs. Universe, kaya
Oo
tuloy.
nga,
Tawa siya ng tawa kasi kilala ka niya, eh. No? Anyway, thank you, PND President Nominee Ms. Heaven, no? Designate for inviting Mike.
Yes.
At natutuwa po talaga kami, ang Rotary Club Makati Bel-Air is so happy. And I'm stating it now that the next 3 years ng succession ng leadership natin, kumpleto tayo. Of course, in the person of PE Mike,
Yes.
PN Rene, and PND Heaven. Diba? That's really something na I'm so happy na talagang it's happening right now. At the getting ready at available na talaga sila. Because we really would want that kung ano po yung nasimulan natin uli ngayon, that's why nga sabi ko, kaya ako yung nagpresidente uli, is because gusto ko talagang i-revive uli at magkaroon po ng konting sharing on how the club could be run well at magkaroon ng konting service motivation to the young leaders ulit. Dahil ang club natin ay 27 years na, medyo yung mga past presidents natin ay medyo pagod na rin, sa tagal na nila naglilingkod. So medyo kumambyo lang ako ng konti. And I'm happy that the young people, and though si Rene is not too young, medyo mas maedad ng konti sa inyong dalawa, pero being
Young
the
pa rin.
CEO and the region and the director of his kanyang mundong ginagalawan. Asia Pacific Director ka ba, Sir Rene? Regional Director?
Used to be, but I am on my own right now.
You're doing your own business now, but in the books industry, you were the regional.
I was country manager
for
of a American publishing company,
Mm-hmm.
specifically on children's books. I don't know if you're familiar with Scholastic. Not so many are familiar with it, but in the US, it's a huge company,
I see.
and they became very well known because of Harry Potter. Sila yung
Okay.
publisher ng Harry Potter. So I was lucky to become the country manager of the Philippines coming back from Indonesia and Singapore. Nung binaya out ng Scholastic yung isang encyclopedia company na pinag-umpisahan ko. So that was an exciting part. And then after 24 years, sabi ko tama na sa isang kumpanya. Nakakapagod din.
At
Besides, I keep
nagsalita
telling myself I cannot, hindi pwede ma-inherit yung credit, yung calling card eh.
Kailan negosyo naman.
Oo, yung sarili naman.
Oh, but the good thing about it is the experiences that we've had in the corporate world natin, yun ang bit-bit natin ngayon sa ating mga kanya-kanya negosyo, and for which
That's
we
true.
can share as leaders now in the organization that we all belong, right? Dito sa
That's
Rotary
true.
Club Makati Bel-Air. So
That's
kaya
true.
kami excited talaga. Okay, so pakinggan na rin natin si P. Out of the topic muna ako ngayon. Since we have heard about our PE, our PN, how about the PNB? Ano naman ang iyong pinagkakabalahan nga ngayon, Miss Heaven? Para
Ayan.
malaman ng ating mga old past presidents kung gaano
hello.
ba exciting yung team na to.
Ayan. So hello everyone, I'm Heaven Peña, Florida. I'm currently the reigning Mrs. Universe Philippines second queen. And then if you would be asking me, I wear a lot of hats right now. I'm also an influencer model, but that's just for fun lang. But what I really do is I'm an executive assistant for Chinese investors, wherein I help them manage Payloro, one of the fintech companies here in the Philippines, or EMI license. We also have other businesses for wastewater management. And then aside from that, I'm a marketing consultant from Yupanco Holdings Corporation. And then I'm putting up my own shop. I have my boutique, Ethnic Chic, which is Korean designed. And then I'm putting up a spa and events place. Hopefully by the end of the
Grabe.
year, I can finish it. So I'm going to change my classification. I'm also a licensed broker, but and I'm in a broker's at district. But it's President Emmy, so I'll change my classification into beauty na lang kasi I want to concentrate more on spa and salon and beauty stuff.
Okay.
Ayan.
Okay. See, di ba nakaka-excite? My dear past presidents and Rotano Andre and Rotrack Gina May, di ba nakaka-excite itong ating linya, ating line of our successors, di ba? Three wonderful, amazing people who will be leading the club. Happy for that. Thank you. So let's proceed to the next agenda, Miss Gina May. Thank you.
Okay.
Ayan, naku, nahuli ang pictures mo. Just a few shots of the event yan, Sige, go. Ayan, talaga namang. Okay, so how many are you? 104 kayo, Presidente? Jason? Michelson? 108
Yeah,
clubs na yata tayo,
108 or 110 yata.
Okay, so yan. So ang dami mong classmates. So immediately, they are your sphere of influence, your barkada. That's how important
Oo nga.
and how thrilling to become a president. Immediate yung 110 close friends mo and more. Okay, next. Ayan, so let's hear some updates from our committee chairs, okay, committee chairman. So let's hear from them. First, wala si Carlo. Bakit nga pala wala si Carlo? Okay, let me do it. Sige, paki-flash ang screen. At saka si Net, Siguro meron silang out of town trip. Okay, itong pinadala ni Carlo. So he said our passbook balance as of now is 62,213. And then we remitted payment ni Jella half year, which is because they are my children. So discounted sila instead of 10,000 ang dues nila, di ba 8,000 lang pag family member ang nag-join. So 8,000, 4,000 each for the two half-year membership dues nila. So so there's still a 29,862 collectibles from a few members who have not yet paid in full. So they're about 4 or 5. So requesting na lang daw po to please settle para naman po makumpleto na natin. Because we already paid to RI, Kinumpleto na natin ang payment ng dues po ng bawat isa sa RI at pinagbayad na rin natin ng Governor's Fund, URA. So lahat po ng requirements nating i-settle as a club, as a member, ay binayaran na po natin. So President PP Carlo, our treasurer, is requesting everyone who has still balance to please settle na lang po so that the 29,000 receivable niya would come in. Okay. So if he would be able to collect that, sabi niya, he will have 100,000 peso in our bank account. However, the club still has advances from me because I paid the advance payment of the array, yung the $26.50 per member kasi medyo wala tayong fund noon, so inabunuan ko pa po, so he will pay me for that. And then there's a 10,000 deposit sa ACE award. That's hindi natin pwedeng galawin kasi sa ACE award allocation yon. And then that 20,000 grant from Mache is my sponsorship solicited, which I used already. And so meaning Carlo has to pay me for that. That's the money that we use for the diapers and milk for the children with congenital defects. Yung ginawa natin na maternal and childcare project natin sometime this January. So, ganun po kasi pag meron kang project, normally aabunuhan mo muna. But ito lang po yung mga nasulisit kasi na pinadaan ko, yun ang kay Mache lang. But the rest of the expenses, of course, ng projects natin na nangyari po ngayon ng taon na to ay hindi ko na po hiningi sa club, but majorly some of you it's sponsored. I like to mention a few of you like Speaky Santi, and most of the members naman, but majorly Praise Realty and yours truly po ay nag-donate na lang po, and it's my joy of donating and sponsoring most of my projects. Hindi ko na po kayo isa-isahin because all of you, I would like to believe, ay may kanya-kanyang contribution. Gusto ko isa-isahin pero madami. Basta alam ko po, lahat ng projects po na nakikita nyo sa FB page natin ay na-acknowledge ko po kayo as you give your share of donation sa mga projects na ginawa po natin. No? So for the interest of time, hindi ko na kayo maisa-isa, but at the end of my term, sometime June, normally a club would want to give a recognition day, and that's the time then that I would be recognizing all these contributions that each one gave for the success of the operations or activities done by the club. So pag paumahinin niyo na po, at saka ko na lang po kayo recognize isa-isa dahil medyo marami, baka may ma-miss out ako, magtampo pa kayo. So there'll be a time that the club will be recognizing everybody's effort in the form of certificate or whatever. Okay? So that will be in June. So, given that, sabi po ni Treasurer Carlo, at the end of my term, to Rotary year na to, if he can get all the collections, the starting balance natin would be 43,825. So a good amount which could be used on some district functions or district obligations during the term of President-elect Mike, no? Kasi may mga binabayaran tayo sa district na ngayong term ko, dahil medyo matanda na akong Rotarian, is okay lang naman talaga na sinolder ko na lang. Sa ako na lang po i-reflect lahat ng mga expenses na yon. Just for record lang, to record as my donation as well to the club. Okay. Kasi ganun po yun eh. If you notice, mamaya papakita ko po sa inyo, Rotary International would want us, all of us, to put there, to quantify our non-cash and cash contributions. Even your volunteer hours, I will show you later, that we are encoding that sa Rotary International, RI, Rotary Central. So kaya po, kung meron po kayo na sa palagay nyo, you spent a lot on this, and this, and this, and this, please let us know because I would be happy to report that. I will show you the graph later on. Okay, so that's about the report of Press PP Carlo. So thank you so much for everybody for making good on our payment of dues. Okay, on international service, PP Rachel, can you update us a bit about your very active engagement as chair for On to Houston campaign?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our officers for the incoming year, especially to our PE Mike and PN Heaven. Okay.
PN Rene
and PND. Okay, designate. Sorry for that.
Tatlo sila.
Okay. As you know, I am tasked this year and siguro for the past years to promote the convention. The convention is a year-end activity of the Rotary International, wherein about 20,000 Rotarians come in one place of one part of the world, and including us, we participate in this activity of Rotary International. This is where we gather as Rotarians. For this year, it will be very exciting because this will be the first face-to-face first face-to-face convention. Kasi, di ba, because of the pandemic, we were not able to go to Honolulu, hindi tayo nakarating sa Taipei, Taiwan. So ngayon, sa Houston, Texas tayo, we will be having our convention from June 4 to, do you mind, LCP Emmy, if I can share a few slides? Okay lang?
Yeah, please do. Screen sharing.
Okay. Para mabilis. Okay. As you know, teka, mukhang nako-confuse ako sa screen sharing. Okay. Here you go. Yan. Okay, as you know, the Rotary International Convention offers a vast opportunity to meet and say hello to Rotary members from 200 countries. And this is our unique opportunity to connect with friends, new ones, share stories about our club's projects, future projects, expand our networking. This offers a wide range of sponsorship possibilities. We gain broader appreciation of Rotary global impact and strengthen our commitment and learn from great leaders. Maraming sa mga speakers sa convention. The convention will be in Houston, Texas, June 4 to 8. Okay. And we all know that Texas is known for its legacy of space exploration, mission control, space center, etc. First heart transplant. Shortcut ko na lang. This is the venue in George Brown Convention Center. Okay, hold on. Marami yan. As of now, kasi this is the rate of joining the convention. We started with $475, pero as of now, we are already at $675. For all those who are joining the convention, I would advise that as early as June, mag-register na kayo. Like, for the next year, it will be Melbourne. So, sa June pa lang, I will already make a post for you to take advantage of the low rates, of the promo rate. So I would advise our PE Mike, PE Mike, PE and Rene, and of course Heaven, register to this convention as early as June. Okay? Okay. Sorry. Okay, as of now, okay, our country is second in registration throughout the whole world. So number one is the United States. Tayo yung second. Tapos this is a top 10 registration to as of today, no? As of at least as of last week. Tapos yung ating district, ayan, nasa top 10 din, no? 3830, 122 attendees. As you know, before during the pandemic, mahirap talaga mag-commit sa convention. But because medyo maluwag na yung pandemic, plus the opportunity that was given to us by the US Embassy, binigyan tayo ng window ni US Embassy. Okay? Sana yun? Sorry, nawala. Ayan. This is the first visa window na binigay sa Rotarians, sa Philippine Rotarians all over the Philippines, no? By the US Embassy from June 28 to April 5. So, nag-shoot up ang convention attendees natin, registration at least, no? dati nasa 200 tayo, bigla tayo naging 7, naging 8, naging 9. As of last week, 900. Because many took advantage of the visa application window. And as of now, we had 700 Rotarians na nag-apply. And kasama dyan ng family and guests. So, well, of course, hindi natin masasabi all of them are will be given the visa, but at least I would say about 80% would still be able to join the Rotary Convention for the new ones. Okay, yon, PPME, I would like to also thank, of course, our Rotarians who are very much parang they're very excited about the convention, especially nga first time tayong lalabas ng country, first time nating may experience ulit yung getting together with other Rotarians. And so I'd like to share also to our members of this club to not to miss especially the next one. If you can, pwede pang humabol, no? Pwede pa tayong humabol ngayon. You can still come and join if you have visas, kasi tapos na yung visa window natin. You can still come and join the Houston Convention this June. What else do you may question ka ba, LCPME?
Next year na lang siguro kami.
By the way, si PE Mike, the convention is, papagiltingin ko lang si LCPM. The convention, since it's a culminating activity, usually the governor is joined by the presidents. And they all go to the convention so that they can celebrate their year of success. They will, aside from that, of course, they will learn more about leadership, about the future of Rotary, aside from meeting, mga possible sister clubs, many benefits, no? Tapos may entertainment pa, aside from the tours, no? Maraming benefits na you will enjoy during the convention. So don't miss it. Special next year is in Melbourne. Then the next is in the next will be in Singapore, and the next will be in Canada. So, yun.
Galing. Mukhang yung Australia mo tsaka Canada, mukhang pwede akong luminya dyan kasi andyan si Trisha eh. Andyan yung daughter ko. Mukhang yan. Okay,
I'd like to let you know, yeah, Tanya will be with me in Houston. Yeah, in Houston, yeah. They will, and we may be able to sign agreement with the RC, sana, knock on wood, RC in UK, in RC, ano sabi ko, Pinner in United Kingdom.
Okay, I will give you a draft of the sister club agreement. So, paki-initiate mo na lang, pasensya ka na, I cannot join you talaga today. Just so busy for business and others. But,
mamimiss ka ng governor mo.
Diba, sa ibang panahon, lagi naman niya ako nakasama the past years. Babawi na lang ako, sis. But anyway, congratulations to you, past President Rachel. You have been the favorite of all the governors pagdating dito sa mga marketing ng mga convention, this, international convention, because he's really doing great. So, palakpakan naman natin si PP Rachel.
Thank you.
At ano na nga yung assignment mo? You'll be the zone?
I'm the zone now for zone ako na, tapos zone ulit ako next year.
Wow, grabe. Pag sinabing zone, hindi lang 3830 ang cover. Anong cover mo?
Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore.
Oh my. So yung campaign nito, the pag-campaign in Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines are all part of your role.
Yes.
Wow, galing naman talaga. It's a pride. You're a pride of the Rotary Club Makati. Thank you.
Thank you.
And congratulations for.
Congrats also.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, and next slide, please. Ayun, okay, TRF annual giving. Gusto ko lang i-share, wala si Pipi Jack ngayon, that in TRF annual giving, alam naman natin that gusto ko lang pong pakita sa inyo that Rotary International is very much appreciative of all our contributions. The Rotary Foundation is so far the biggest foundation, the most of assets foundation, and the favorite, of course, the Rotarians. So um, we may not be able to really see specifically the details, but I want to share you. Paki-plus mo lang sa screen, ano? That every centavo, peso, dollar that you share to the Rotary Foundation is being accounted for by the Rotary International. Yung screen, yung, ano, para pakita ko lang. And then ipo-forward ko na lang po ito sa inyo individually. So the reason for sharing this to you is to excite you po. Ayan, no? So club recognition summary. Nakalagay niya po doon as of now, ano po yung total giving mo sa Rotary Foundation. And then baka gusto mo increase na next year or baka gusto mong dagdagan. So pinapakita lang po natin na and this is updated as of December 2021. So if you have donations after December 2021, hindi pa siya nakapakita po dito. No? So kaya pag narinig niyo po yung sinabing the Rotary Foundation annual giving at nagbibigay ng $26, $100 or 1,000 or 10,000, diyan po naka-account lahat yan. Nasa Rotary Central yan ng Makati Bel-Air chart, no? Okay, so thank you for all those na nag-donate ngayon. If I may cite yung mga nagbigay po, of course, 2,000, yours truly. Si Ray is 1,000. Si Pipi Santi is 500 match. And then the rest are, and then Pipi Jack is adding up 1,000 this year.
Wala yung sustaining ko.
And the rest are sustaining, Nag-sustaining ng $100 si, what do you call him? Si Carlos, si Rachel, Pipi Rachel, and sino nga ba yung isa? Okay, tatlo yun eh. Yung nag-sustaining po. What are you saying sa Pipi Tanya?
Yeah, parang I noticed wala yung, is this updated kasama yung mga previous years contribution? Kasi sustaining sustaining Paul Harris na ako, tsaka Paul Harris ako, binigyan ako ni Sony eh.
Points.
Oo.
As in 1,000 or points?
1,000, we paid 1,000 kasi I was at that time, alam ko yun eh, ang mga binigyan is ni CP Sony ng Paul Harris was Rachel, and then I think Rafi, and then Rico, and me.
Hindi points yan, as in dollar?
Paul Harris, nagbigay siya ng $1,000. Kaya ano siya,
You can write to me.
major donor na eh. 12,000 na yung binigay niya. Nag-major donor na siya. And then,
Baka hindi kaya points yun, madam?
No. And then nag-sustaining na rin ako. I think I have already $300 as sustaining Paul Harris.
Kasi naka-reflect pa lang dito 500.
Oo, naka-reflect lang is 510 eh.
Kasi kung updated to as of December,
Oo.
till now.
Kasi dalawang beses na ako nag-contribute ng sustaining Paul Harris, and then during the term of past President Rico, nabigyan ako rin ng parang certificate as the Rotarian of the year. Kaya nagkaroon ako na additional.
Okay. So thank you for sharing. So ganito na lang po, I will send this to you individually. And then you can write to Roslyn Ong para matrace nila yung mga givings na yun. Definitely they could revert back to our files para makita niyo po. Okay? So at least you can directly communicate. I'll give you the email address of the person that you can write to, Pipita niya. So kung meron po mga discrepancy dito according to your knowledge, you are very much welcome to please get in touch with Roslyn Ong of the TRF Foundation para po maayos natin nila yung record natin. Okay? Thank you for this, Jen. Kaya ko po pinakita to, okay. Kaya ko po pinakita to, ako next topic natin, please. Kaya meron tayong tinatawag na annual giving, di ba? Naglalambing ako tuwing November dahil may Rotary Foundation Month at nag-solicit tayo ng contribution sa TRF. Because po, ayan, kasama kasi niyan ay si Rotarian Ray daw is on the road na naman, so he asked me to give you a briefing about the TRF. Oh, well, that's about TRF and about the global grant. Okay, so on behalf of TRF Chair Ray, let me just brief you a bit about our global grant. Asa na yun? May screen sharing ba ako dyan? Wala. Ay, okay. So, sige, wala pong, okay. So, ganito po yun. Right now, the club can have two major grants every year. One is a global grant and one is a district grant. Global grant starts from $35,000 up to 100,000 US dollars per club. And the district grant, ito yung 40,000 pesos lang. Yun. So, yung 40,000 pesos natin ay nagastos natin. Ito yung binigay nating business sa bigas pang kinabukasan ng Rotary ng RCC natin sa Pateros, for which they are making big income. Di ba? 1,000 kilos of rice yun eh. Nagtayo sila ng store, ang mga RCC natin, minamanage nila yon. May video ako na ginawa, di ba? I hope you watch it already. But anyway, just to give you a little, is that every money that we give to Rotary Foundation is being sent back to us every 3 years. Kunwari, lahat ng collection, kunwari ngayon, say $4,000 ang aking collection ngayon from all of you na nag-donate, no? Si Governor Joji will send it all to TRF. And then, three years from now, sa panahon ni Heaven, during her term, we would be able to get again a big part of what Governor Joji is sending now. Eh, kunwari kung 600,000 US dollars papadala niya, sa panahon ni Heaven, mag-a-apply siya ng global grant. And because tayo nagbigay nitong taon na to, eh meron tayong apple of the eye ng governor mo. Pwede tayo kung maghihingi na naman tayo ng application ng project para yung pinapa-imagine Rotary natin ni PE Mike, eh makagawa tayo ng projects of big impact. And yung talagang involving and increasing talaga effect changing the lives of our community. So ngayon po, FYI lang, sa ating binibigay ngayon na taon na to, that would be something that President Nominee Heaven can apply for grant to a community na pwede nating tulungan. Okay? So, from 35,000 US dollars to 100,000 US dollars global grant, that helps people, yung area of focus ng Rotary, no? So ngayon at the moment, tinatapos ko pa namin ni Ray, being the TRF chair, yung pag-finalize ng application ng community bakeries. 2 sets po yung para sa Smoky Mountain sa Tondo at saka isa-isa Naik. So 35,000 US dollars po yun. So because kung bakit tayo naka-plan $35,000, kasi syempre meron tayong club members tayo na nag-donate as part ng program, maliban dun sa annual giving natin. So what I'm saying lang po is that yung giving po natin na yan becomes the basis of RI din, para pag nakita ni RI, ay masipag mag-apply ng global grant tong club na to, nakikita rin naman kasi niya na nag-i-increase din contribution natin. So sa panahon ni Mike ngayon, okay, yung sa akin, yung tinatapos ko pa, PE Mike, yung project natin, we're almost done with the submission. Kasi ang daming hiningi, financial program for the next 5 years. Paano, gano ingredients nang gagawin, with the kind of products that they will sell. Medyo tedious. It's a tedious job. But if you're driven by the fact that ito yung tutulong to change the lives of people, you would not mind having some sleepless nights working on it. So almost done na po, because the Upskills Foundation is very much supportive in making sure that all the requirements I need are being provided as required by Rotary Foundation Global Grant Chair, si Mary Han. No? Ngayon, so my goal is to finish this at makuha natin yung 35,000 US dollars, for which $2,500 came from our club, in addition to the $4,000 na nakita nyo kanina sa Rotary Foundation giving. So, and of course, almost 3,500 is coming from Rotary clubs of Florida, for which Rotarian Ray, TRFJ Ray worked out, no, as our sister club. So, nag-donate sila ng 3,500. And si Governor is giving us $5,000, and the Korean clubs are giving $10,000, and then whatever is the difference made the completion nung 35,000, because Rotary International Foundation is again giving 80% equivalent of what we are collecting. Okay? So ganun ang magic ng Rotary. Kaya kung ngayon pa man, as early as now, kayo po ng mga incoming presidents, imagine niyo na kung ano nga ba ang magandang project of great impact. Because trabahuhan na natin, makahanap tayo ng mga sister clubs who will help us out, at talagang magagawa na tayo ng community assessment, because it's needed. May community assessment na talagang yun ang needed nila, yun ang request nila, at yun ang kailangan nila. Okay, so in line with that, April 15, President Mike, we have to submit to the governor our proposal for a global grant. let's look at another 35,000 US dollars because last year, nangulekta na naman tayo, nagpulaharis na naman ng marami sa atin because we really are supporting the foundation. So, we're looking at another 1.8 million. Kung okay sa'yo, pag-usapan natin. But the idea I have in mind is like artificial coral reef para School of Fishes, para sa ating mga bungalon, fishermen na nag-donate tayo ng bangka. They said, but I'm still coordinating with BFAR, no? Parang ano pa lang to, exploratory talk. Kasi medyo kumukonti na ang isda doon sa bungalon, Sagnay. So yung mga fishermen natin na nag-donate tayo ng malalaking bangka na ginawa din nila for themselves, medyo kukonti yung kanilang catch, which is not what they're expecting. So I'm coordinating with BFAR for them to really check what's happening, bakit kumukonti ang isda, ano bang may threat ba doon, kung bakit nag-fencing daw kasi nag-fencing kaya para hindi makalabas yung mga isda. So sabi ng BFAR ngayon, they will check what is the need na pwede lang tulong at mabigyan ng advice sa atin. And I said, kung may possibility kasi, we could apply for a 35,000 or almost 1.8 to 2 million grant, no, to support a project na ginawa na natin pero may kulang pa. Parang gano'n yun Kasi parang bumigay ka na ng 48,000 US dollars to 60,000 yun mga bangka natin. Pero ngayon may konting pagkukulang ng supply of fishes, ang catch nila. So, titingnan natin yon parang gano'n. So that there's continuity because sabi mo nga, it must create a big impact in their lives. What if medyo na-aberya, di ba? So there should be something else yet that we can do for them. But it's just one of. So as president, and you think that you have something in mind, and that would be good. We have to be ready by April 15 submission. Otherwise, it will not be counted anymore. The same with the district grant of 40,000 pesos. Okay. So next, Jen, Ms. Jen, that's about the RF. So yung bakery, yung ating bakery oven set natin ay hopefully 2 sets po yun, maparating natin bago matapos ang term ko ng June. So that makita natin yung community ng Smoky Mountain na walang pinagkakakitahan po, magkakaroon sila po ng kita. Napaka-kompleto po ng ginawa na presentation natin. Nabanggit ni Pipi Santi last time nag-fellowship kami, sabi niya, we can duplicate, we can have something again, na another rounds of like that. Why not? Kasi napakalaki naman ng Smoky Mountain community to benefit. Pero tinitingnan lang din po natin, Pipi Santi, with due respect to your suggestion, which one should be priority now in terms of support to the community that we're looking after, no? So tinitingnan din po natin yan, Pipi Santi, yung suggestion to duplicate lang and replicate. Okay, so alam niyo na yung Smoky Mountain, ano? Ito yung namumulot ng basura natin, nagsosort ng mga basura at ang kabuhayan nila ay mamulot ng basura at magbenta ng mga basura. Making money out of the waste na tinothrow po natin. So, yun ang tinutulungan po natin na to change their lives out of what we could do as a club. Okay, for the membership report natin ngayon, Pipi Ricky, are you ready to report o hindi tayo nagkausap kanina? You want me to brief you again? Brief you na lang on your behalf. Okay, kasi nahapo pa siya. So membership. So alam niyo po, right now we are 22. When I received the club in year 20, after President Wiki, our membership was like 22. Pero dahil pag alam mo naman sa club, pag meron pong hindi nagbabayad, tapos hindi pa umattend ng meeting, tapos inaabunuhan siya ng district, ng club, so we have to delist. So yung mga dinagdag po, may mga old members tayo, medyo na-delist natin, di ba? Ricky, we delisted 7, but we delisted 5, but we added 7. So positive pa rin tayo ng 2. So we're 22 right now. But ang request ni Governor Georgie nga is that let's have additional 2 more. And I'm requesting President Mike and President Heaven to please help getting new members, because when you serve as president, do not expect much that the old past presidents here would be makaray-karay natin to do community service na Medyo talagang you have to resort to getting volunteers. Like ako in my case now, most of my volunteers are from my company, a few are joining from our club, pero volunteers ko talaga are my hatak and from my company, mga tao ko. And RCC, ganyan naman, no? Pero mas maganda kung during your term as presidents, meron talaga kayong core team that would help you in doing all projects. para may makakagalaw ka. Hindi tayo dependent sa anong magagawa ng bawat members. Kasi may kanya-kanya na silang term na pag-supply at may kanya-kanya lang district assignments like PP Rachel, she's so loaded already about yung kanyang assignment, the zone, no? Si PP Harold is always busy sa Rotary Community Core ng district. And ako naman, after magpresidente, lagi akong AG. AG ako ng mga clubs lagi. Pag hindi ako presidente. Si Rick,
Governor ka na.
hindi na tayo pupunta doon, ma'am. Si Rafi is District Legal Officer, di ba? So, ang iba naman ay mga senior na. So, hindi na natin masyadong maabala because business and negosyo. So, kaya nga, we always welcome new blood in our organization. So, ang request ko lang, kung yung dalawa, I would want it to come from you. Maybe dalawa kay Rene, dalawa kay Mike, dalawa kay Heaven, o di mayroon tayo additional 6 na ma-induct natin bago matapos bago mag-May sana, bago matapos ang May. Yun lang po sana ang request ko sa inyong tatlo, dear presidents. Tigda-dalawa po sana kayo na para ngayon pa man tinitraining na natin. And with membership chair, President Ricky, like last time, nag-conduct tayo PP Ricky, no, ng orientation. We've done the same. And for this year, I know si Mike will establish his set of officers anyway. So kung sino yung maglilingkod would be helping Mike to train and give guidance sa mga members naman natin. Okay? So I need 2 more from each of the 3 of you, please. Lambing ko lang po yun. Kailangan ko ng ano. Yes, President Heaven.
Question lang po. With regards to the new members po, just to clarify, the meetings is done every 2 Tuesdays.
Every second and the 4th Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
Zoom naman, normally Zoom na lang naman to eh. Diba, Zoom na lang meeting. Pag actual project implementation, doon na lang tayo nagkita-kita. Kaya ang laking bagay na eh. You can even get people from abroad. Like si Rotarian Ray, no? He's not from here, but he's abroad. You can even get the top CEOs, the top guys of some companies. Sila yung magbibigay ng dollars eh. Sila magbibigay ng donations sa global, sa annual giving. Tapos yung mga younger people natin na walang masyadong means to donate, sila yung magagamit natin to engage in executing projects. So, nababalance. Di ba, Rene, na President Rene, no?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same question. I was about to ask the same question because I have some potential recruits, but they are mostly from Visayas and Mindanao.
It's okay, right?
Okay
Kasi
lang.
they can flow in there. Remember, there are 3 P's: time, talent, and treasure. It could be like si President Joel, PP Joel, di ba, is very good tungkol sa peace project niya as a colonel. So he was able to do his part for Rotary Club to conduct a peace project. And what is it about? It's his forte. It's his cup of tea, no? So it's his skills and talent. So makakapag-contribute din sila or kung ano naman, kung time or treasure a little money to support our projects, why not, di ba? Kasi kung they have a heart to serve. So okay na okay po yun.
PPME.
Yes po.
Meron akong dalawa nakapag-training na sa atin, si Glenn at saka si Leonard. Kaya I'll convince them to join na soonest this April para makumpleto na yung requirement natin.
Please, very good. Minimum of 22 sana, 2 more. Plus, ako naman, ang gusto ko din talaga nga na madagdag maliban sa 2 more compliance natin sa governor's request is that getting ready ng core team yung ating tatlong next presidente. Kaya nire-request ko talaga sila na and I will be here to guide them through sa training, yung mga para at least ma-rotarize na rin sila at na-excite na rin sila habang start pa lang. Okay, thank you so much PP Ricky for the 2 incoming. And so maasahan po natin yung PN Rene, dalawa sa'yo, PE Mike, dalawa rin. Heaven, PN.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And we schedule 1 session again to orient them about who we are.
This May or April na?
Alin po?
Yung schedule ba?
Sa May na, May. Marami lang akong tinatapos na report ngayon sa upload. May na tayo, May, bago mga last 3rd week of May, induct na natin sila. Pero ang training natin is mga 3rd week of May.
Okay.
But we can invite them on the next meeting, di ba? Kasi requirement naman, please haka-attend sila sa meeting. para mas nararamdaman nila yung ginagawa natin. Okay, thank you so much. Next slide, please. Ayan, wala si Pipi Harold. Ano kayo nangyari? Nag-yes siya pero wala siya ngayon. Service projects, paki-plus na nga lang sa screen. Let me do this also na lang. Okay, yung district grant natin, Mike, narinig mo to, district grant 222-908, 9908. If you rice retailing business for livelihood, dito natin ginastos yung 40,000 natin. So, I'm just happy to share na, ayun, nung after induction, nag-ribbon cutting tayo ng mga tindahan nila. So the good thing about this, because livelihood, they sell 1,000 kilos of rice every month. And they earn a bit at like 8,000 pesos per month. Sa RCC pool, it goes to their money as a pool, as RCC. And then bibili na naman sila next month, another 1,000, so 8,000 pesos naman yun sa kanila, di ba? And so on and so on and so on. So every month, nagbibigay sila sa atin ng report sa kanila. So na kumikita sila yung in and out purchases and proceeds. And then of course, pero dun sa 8 pesos per kilo nila, they give a certain share of money to those na nagre-retail. Merong stockist at merong nagre-retail. Yung kumukuha ba, nagre-retail na kukuha ng isang kaban, tapos pinibenta niya per kilo. Kumikita ng 3 piso yon yung mga babae doon. So the more marami silang sellers, mas maraming kumikita. Kung nakabenta siya ng 10, edi may 30 pesos yung seller na yon for the day, di ba? So, ganoon. So, depende sa kanila. So, this is something na 40,000 lang, pero it's a continuous thing of giving them livelihood income. Because the vision for them is, when they have, because of the money that will go to their pool, kasi may kanya-kanyang business yung mga babae doon, nagtitinda ng siomay, lahat ng klaseng tinitinda, name it, meron sila. So, but they need 1,000 peso help every month. So, sabi nila, bawat member, itong RCC inindak natin, can borrow 1,000 pesos every month from the pool. And then, isasoli nila at the end of the month with a 20 peso service fee. Sila nag-design nun, and that's very good. No? So, yung bigas per se is just a source, the common resource where they can all borrow money. Yun ang parang kanilang laying eggs, duck laying eggs source, so that the other businesses nila can grow. So let's pray that this business, which was launched in October, ay dire-diretso. So far, dire-diretso naman po sila kasi nakita ko naman po. So yan yung great good impact. Tapos there are a lot more people involved, and we engage really people to take part in this. Okay, so next, ayan. So Lorraine, you're here, no, Lorraine? Would you want to brief us about your project for the circumcision sa Teresa? Tutuloy mo ba yun?
Opo, actually pinapatapos lang namin yung Holy Week. Though yung mayor nila at saka yung pinaka health center yung pinaka department nung barangay. Na-receive na po nila yung letter natin.
Okay.
So then, yung Rotary West, what do you call this?
Rizal Mid-East.
Rizal Mid-East.
Are they donating something?
For now kasi ang sabi ni Pipi Cherry, baka service muna. Pero pinupush ko na sana kahit yung pang-dressing nila after ng circum ma-provide. Very minimal naman. Kasi ang target namin, bigyan na rin namin.
Syempre, 150, di ba? 150 pesos per bata.
Opo, para mabigyan sila ng initial na medicine nila.
Okay. So as I told you, I have 10,000 pesos allocated for this, given to me by a friend, no? Who has been sponsoring, helping out, no? Sabi ko nga, pag nakita ng mga friends nyo na very legitimate ang ginagawa nating proyekto, sabihin mo lang sa kanya may project ka. Magbibigay siya basta may pera lang silang available. So I'm allocating 10,000 for this out of the 50,000 na bigay ni Ruby. 5,000 ibigay natin ulit para sa gatas, milk ng mga bata na may congenital defects, no? Kasi nagsusulisit ulit sila ng panggatas ng mga bata. So 15,000 only from Ruby. So others who would want to share, nandito lang po tayo, di ba? Okay, so that's for the upcoming project. So we'll do more community projects, yung Operation Circumcision, 150 pesos per bata. So if you feel like wanting to sponsor 10 children, why not, di ba? And though we are donating from the friends donation. Okay, for the youth, Rotary Club, Ryla, magpapadala tayo. Baka Mike and PE Mike, or baka meron kang dalawang younger people dyan who would want to be sent to this kind of event. It is a Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. No? Ito yung dapat mga community leaders na sa palagay nyo is worthy to be part of this kind of event. I remember itong anak ni classmate Ray, he joined this Ryla sa US. Ang mahal nga dun sa kanila ng sponsorship, parang $600 per child. Dito sa atin is 2,500 yata per child, or 1,500, no? So we are looking for two children. So I can sponsor for their fee kung meron lang kayo na gustong ipadala. Ito yung mga gusto nating matrain na mga leaders natin, na mga youth. Let us know. Deadline April 23.
Emmy,
Po,
this is a awarding event ba or a training
hindi naman,
event for them?
leadership training ito, no? Bisitanya.
Okay, kasi
Leadership
awards
training.
yung nakalagay.
Tapos may bandang huli at the end of the day, if they're so participative and engaging, may awards sila. Nire-recognize yung kanilang effort. Yes, President Heaven.
How young po ang ages ng mga attendee?
Ito kasi ito yung Rotary Youth, at least mga 16 to 18 man lang or 24, ganyan, pwede pa sila na dyan. Para mga Rotaractors.
Rotaractors to eh.
Mga college, no? College.
Na pala.
College.
Yung pwede yung mga matatalino at saka mga community leaders, yung active, engage. So think of, sayang So we can sponsor, our club can sponsor at least minimum of two. Huh?
Parang pwede pong no? Why don't we identify youth from our community na tinutulungan? Baka meron din.
Pwede naman po.
Or I suggest na lang, school-based mas madali pag school-based. Kasi that's what we did before school-based. Let's say, merong organization na ang, let's say, Don Bosco, Ateneo, or whatever school. May na sila, they have their own organization na From that organization, let's say the student council, paano mo na you can easily, na them
Yes.
Ang doon is,
yung makaka-connect, no? Mga
ang lang doon is, we have to talk with the principal or whoever na kailangan sa school na. We have to talk na. We will form a Rotaract in that school, ganon.
Kasi right now, ang Rotaract natin is generic, no? They could come from different locations, pero tama yung naman talaga. Like sa Interact natin, di ba? Nakapokus tayo dun sa Pateros.
Yeah.
Pateros National High School Interact Club. So, yun talaga. And effective naman talaga yung pagka naka-centralize ka talaga sa eskwela. Correct. Pero itong Ryla na to, tama ka, pipita niya, we can top yung mga leaders already in some schools.
Yeah,
The extra principal, whoever.
Kasi sa school, matatap na nila kagad kung sino yung mga nag-excel na So, pwede na nating
And this shall be at the Rotary Makati Building, Foundation Building in Camia, Guadalupe, Viejo. So, we will sponsor naman. Yung fee nila 1.5 for their meal. Okay, let's talk more about it. Sige, let us know lang kung meron kayong candidates. Sayang Okay, next, Miss... wala rin si Ned. Siguro anybody who knows the itinerary of the mag-ina? Bakit pala silang pareho? Okay, our vote. Pipi Santi, baka gusto mo mag-share. Dahil ikaw very much engaged in this our vote. Pipi Santi, share to us your experience.
Hindi naman ako palaging involved selective lang. Mas malimit pa nga si Rachel to be involved.
But at least you can share to the rest what was really the idea, the objective of this.
So what's interesting is yung in the few occasions na we got involved and we had first was Chel Jokno, which is quite a very interesting speaker, magaling na lawyer, and then mahina lang talaga ang kanyang recognition level. Because quiet worker si Chel Jokno Sayang nga, hindi masyadong napapansin, no? But
Pero magaling
for
sana
those
siya.
who watch him, he would, maraming gusto siya, no? And then I think the next one was
Bing yan.
again,
Comelec Chair, Bing. Bing,
oh yeah, the
Juan.
Comelec chair.
And then
Comelec,
tatlong...
the commissioner. Comelec
Ay,
commissioner.
Comelec Commissioner.
She was not the chair. She was the
Comelec
commissioner.
Commissioner. Sorry, yes.
Quite
And
a
then,
very feisty and interesting character. As you know, she is from the same kind of UP School of Economics and a lawyer as well. And now she is promoting her own party list because she has retired already, so she can already campaign. But she provides a very good insight as to ano yung mga dapat bantayan sa elections, kung ano yung mga concerns na dapat nating. So I guess our vote should also transition into making sure that the elections are also done properly. So yun yung kay Commissioner. Then I remember I joined hindi tayong host, was the yung kay yung taga COA, yung chairman ng COA.
Rotaract kasi nag-chair.
Oo, pangalan niya, and he also unfortunately also retired.
Si ano ba yan? Sila Balita, Colmenares, Lacson,
No,
senatorial candidate yun. Si Rafanan, hindi ba si Rafanan? Judge Rafanan?
Hindi.
No. Yung COA chairman.
Yes, COA chair, yes.
Commission and Audit, which was also part of our vote kasi I think because he spoke on mga audit ng mga government officials, and doon na highlight yung I think when I asked that question kung totoo nga yung claim ni BP Lenny na siya highest 3 years in a row with very high rating from COA, and he confirmed it in that session.
Talaga.
So he said yes. Kaya nga lang yung mga pending investigations like the one that's yung sa Farmally, sabi niya, well, I'm retiring already, so hindi na siya may involved dyan. Kaya tapos ang sumunod nating guest was of course, very popular, Maria Ressa.
Don't forget si Lenny.
Si Lenny. She was at the beginning of the hindi pa start ng campaign period nung si Lenny ang nagsalita sa Manila, Rotary Club of Makati.
Makati.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we had, sino ba?
Yung tatlong senatoriables. Si Carl Balita, Panelo. Ito pala si Panelo. Carl Balita.
You know what's interesting
Lacson,
about that? What's interesting about that segment na yung hindi ko si Panelo at saka si Luke Espiritu. Do you know that yung tanong ko sa kanya, he used it to his advantage. He cut the question, posted it on Facebook. So nakalagay doon tayo, very prominent yung pangalan ng Rotary Club of Makati Bel-Air. And it is trending saka sa TikTok, both Facebook and TikTok. It is trending where he was justifying his pagiging turncoat from being anti-Marcos to
become BBM.
Pro-Marcos. He cut that portion about may mga kinat siyang portion to make it look na he was a sincere fellow. Kaya nakakatuwa nga yung pagka yung in a setting like that, you could always twist the message by cutting and editing portions of the interview. The only good thing there is naka-prominente yung our vote at saka ako. Pero he's using it to his advantage. So I was wondering who could argue against what he's saying, but nobody really bothered. So yun ang mga interesting highlights ng our vote. I was not able to join the party list.
Yeah,
Our vote.
they had a very good discussion also of their advocacies. So, but anyway, the
Sino
good
ba
thing
yung,
about yeah,
sino yung party list doon? Sino yung party list na
si
nag-present? I don't know.
Marisa Del Mar for the OFW party list, tapos yung PGP, ito si Attorney Albano, and si Rowena Guanzo over there, si Comelec Commissioner, retired,
Nag-present din siya.
for her party list, PWD. But anyway, yun nga, as nabanggit nga ni PP Santi, who has been very actively moderating for this Our Vote. Our Vote is a project of ours, of PP Net. We were the one, our club was the one who spearheaded this one. Or this was born out of this was, anong tawag dito? We initiated this project. This is owned and tawag dito? Initiated by our club, Rotary Club Makati Bel-Air, and this became a district event. And the objective of this really is to provide an avenue for Rotarians to have this voters education program. So ang ginagawa is that some clubs, different clubs, are guesting some available speakers to talk about platforms nila without but non-political atake, but rather they share their advocacies in relation to the areas of focus of the Rotary. So for example, kung lawyer siya, mag-talk siya ng something about peace, yung kanyang concept about peace, no, in relation to the objective of Rotary. So maganda siya, kino-connect natin. So they're not talking about, ano sir?
Yeah, moving on, isang signature project ng Bel-Air is the handover na hindi na ata naiituloy ngayon because of the pandemic. The handover in the district, we were the ones who started that. Tama ba ako, President Rachel?
It still is being done. Ginagawa pa rin yung handover.
Kahit na Zoom last time, no? Zoom lang.
Yeah.
Pero
Ginagawa
Pero
pa rin.
tayo
last time,
nagpauso nun, di ba?
Yes, during Sonny Coloma.
Pero the last time nangyari yun, during my term, natuloy naman siya. Parang tuloy-tuloy pa rin po. It's always
Tuloy-tuloy.
Face-to-face pa rin talaga siya.
Yeah, we have it. May date na July 2 sa Okada.
Oo, bongga, July 2, Okada. So handover. So kailangan
Share
marami
ko
kang
po
papalakpak
yung
dyan.
details.
No, yung handover is, andyan yung nag-group induction, lahat ng president-elect and all the district officers. At saka nag-handover ng mantle of leadership yung current governor to the incoming governor. And then nagpa-parade yung
mga presidents, no?
May
mga presidents, parang turnover nila.
Yeah, including district officers. Kasama dyan.
Kaya bandayan mo, Mike, ha? Kasi baka biglang mag-declare ng martial si President Amy.
Oo nga eh.
Oy, hindi ako nawawala sa mga events na to, ha. Laging akong sumusuporta sa lahat ng mga events ng kasi nakakalungkot kasi pag ang isang presidente ay walang nag-join. Kaya nga ito sinasabi ko nga, once na kayo nagre-ready na for president, make sure meron kayong karay-karay na willing to support you, walking body ninyo, willing to sponsor for themselves, for their attendance sa mga ganyang event. Di ba? Kasi nakakalungkot naman, halos dali mo girlfriend mo, asawa mo, or whatever, di ba? Okay din naman yun. Like ako, I always brought my children. Kasi kung magdi-dinner lang kami sa labas, kakain din kami ng tigto 2,500, 3,000. O sige, nag-enjoy pa kami. I don't mind spending kung ang kasama ko yung mga anak ko. You feel good ba na, okay, kumain.
Si Mike pa married. Si Mike married na?
Single pa.
Single po. Naku, wala akong madala.
Mas maganda yan. Marami kang pwedeng daling girlfriends. Kung gano'n.
Ayun, nako.
Magkano tong sa Okada?
2.5 po. So far yun nakita kong detail. 2.5 per yung ticket.
Not bad.
Sponsored po yata eh.
Reasonable,
Sponsor ni
reasonable lang.
governor.
Sorry,
Yes,
Pipita niya?
Reasonable na yung price niya ngayon.
Oo.
Kasi dati rin, during my term, it was already 2.5 eh.
Sinisponsor nila yon. Tsaka may may advertisements eh. Like itong disco na to, nag-advertise na naman ako, 10,000 na naman yung advertisement fee ko. Doon na naman. So lahat ng clubs nagsusolicit sila maliban sa mga big companies. So kaya basta may event, there's solicitation eh. May mga advertisement silang kinukuha. So, kaya,
President Emmy, President
Oh.
Emmy, PP Santi, can we still have an R vote and invite the new commissioners, especially the new chairman? Kasi may cast of masyado kasi yung grupo nila ngayon as, di ba, lumalabas ngayon yung, well, could be tricks, but puro tiga Davao, tiga appointed by this and that.
Oh, okay.
We can. Let's
Yeah,
Maybe
we
we-
have to talk to Ninette about it. I don't know how far are we from the elections ba? Kasi hindi ko
27 days. 27 days to go na yata, di ba?
Pwede, yeah. Pwede pa naman siguro. Basta for as long as you organize it and ano.
Ang
and,
ano ko lang doon,
hmm.
President Rene, kaming mga presidente ngayon ay super busy na nag-wind up. We're making a lot of reports sa Rotary Central and to the district. As in, sleepless nights na ako sunod-sunod habang tinatapos ko pa itong global grant. So, I could just imagine lahat ng presidente ngayon, medyo kabisihan din. Baka hindi nila bilhin yung attempt natin na mag-co-host sila. Yun lang. So, unless you want it that way, iba yung audience, hindi Rotarians, pwede din naman. Kaya lang yung mga classmates ko, baka hindi na sila mag-co-host dahil closing na kami ng mga libro.
Na-imagine ko si Press Emmy na mag-o-oath taking sila kay PP Santi, yung mga commissioners na magiging fair sila.
Dapat kasi gawin dyan, iban na yung mga reporting sa districts. Yan ang una natin dapat na i-promote. Wala nang reporting sa districts, nakakaagaw ng oras doon sa...
So, yun. Tapos
sa
depende
mga
pa sa
projects.
governor. Depende pa sa governor. Hindi, pag marami kang projects na ginawa, marami kang nire-report. Like ako ngayon kasi, siyempre, marami tayong ginawa, marami nire-report.
Dapat hindi yung presidente na lang ang nagagawa ng report. Dapat yung mga yung gustong mag-district officer, sila ang magawa ng report sa kanilang governor. I-report nila yung ginawa ng clubs.
Hindi, marami yun. Hindi kaya ng isang district. Kaya may mga secretariat po. Bawat club may secretariat talaga sila.
Naka-reflect naman na yun, di ba, sa ano?
Ha?
Naka-reflect naman na yun. Kaya di ba ginawa na yung FB ng bawat club para doon nilalagay lahat ng mga projects, mga activities.
Hindi, it's not enough. Ano lang yun? That's our way. Yung sa FB natin is just our way for our members to see. Pero yung sa governor, iba yung kanyang system, iba yung reporting system niya.
Ngayon. Kasi noon kami noon eh. Ganun ang ginawa during...
Ibang-iba na ngayon, Madam PP Tanya. Grabe, as in...
Depende sa governor.
Depende sa governor. Pag super meticuloso. Sana yung governor ni Mike hindi masyado.
Kaya nga po, Kaya nga hindi nakakapag-enjoy tuloy. Kaya hindi nagiging enjoy minsan ng Rotary. Puro report.
Hindi, ang point naman dun, sir, kung marami kang ginawa, gusto mo naman i-showcase, di ba? Para RI will see, kasi ang dami mong ginawa na community projects na talaga naman change lives. Tapos hindi mo naman kinuwento, hindi mo naman nilagay social media, hindi mo na-report sa RI, sayang, di ba? So it must be something that will be a pride for the club as well. Tapos yun nga, kung the clubs are doing such, tapos biglang tayo as club ay not doing the hype, parang makakahiya naman na hindi natin binigyan ng buhay ang ating club. So parang naging gano'n na parang yun na talagang very dynamic yung mga clubs ngayon. Because nga of the availability naman kasi ng fund, siguro talagang global grants are just available. Well, anyway, pero tama ka naman, marami talagang trabaho.
Pero sa akin, may suggestion ni Rene about hosting a COMELEC session kasi ang daming issues na dapat i-address dyan sa nangyayari ngayon sa COMELEC. Yung interview ni sino to? Si George Garcia ba yun? Yung
Attorney George. Yeah.
Ni Pinky Webb. Yesterday ba yun o this morning na he was caught flat-footed dun sa mga tanong ni Pinky about the shaded ballots in Singapore.
I think there's also one in Dubai.
Oh. It really creates a lot of uncertainty pagka ganun. Kasi hindi nila ma-explain how can it happen na gano'n na meron ng pre-shaded ballots na dumating abroad. So, and then the issue of yung isang dapat ding i-campaign ng Rotary, possible, is yung lahat ng mga bata na new, pati tayong mga nagpa-register ako, bagong palista ako eh. We should all check our precincts dahil baka nagrambol ang precincts natin. Sa website, meron daw dapat makikita sa website kung ano yung presinto mo, and you have to confirm na doon ka talaga, and then picturean mo, baka sa election day biglang mawala yung pangalan mo sa lista. The old trick of messing up the list para less people can vote.
If Rene can organize without having to parang depend on the presidents. Kasi kakalat lang naman yan sa di ba? Kakalat lang yan sa kasi sometimes we go by the number. Kailangan we have to have 500 attendees and so on. Kung hindi naman tayo ganun. And we just want to create awareness.
Baka PMI can help na. Kasi at least may cloud na siya, the same club. Ibaba natin sa level niyo naman ang magko-coordinate. Ang tatawag ngayon si PMI. Kasi si PEN rin hindi pa niya cloud. Yung mga clubs, di ba? Kasi hindi pa sila nakita. Pero at least si Mike can already access yung mga classmates niya.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can personally bring the letter of invitation by LCPM. We know at least two commissioners, Commissioner Bulay and Commissioner George Garcia.
Yeah, that would be good.
That's a start.
Take over. PMI can be in.
Ang mangyayari, Mike, ang gagamitin mo ngayon, lahat ng kaklase mo sa PEDS.
Invite them.
Yeah, pwede.
And their members.
Unang hataw natin to.
Hataw pa ngayon.
Tanungin mo, gusto nilang, then we can ask President Net to have it as our vote. Magugustuhan ni Net yan, I'm sure. Because COMELEC na maganda na yung It's gelling to...
Para beginning and ending tayo, COMELEC.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, take over. Yun na lang talaga. I need help.
Huwag lang a-absent si Pipi Santi. Siyang gigiling ng mga commissioners.
No, with Rene, I'm sure we will have an interesting discussion because you have a lot of experience in these issues. Kaya alam mo how the game is played. So,
that's
why
good.
not?
So bago siguro magano. Kasi convention, April 23, busy lahat ng tao. Baka May na yan. Kasi
May na election
Dapat April yan.
Kasi kailangan mga election. Kasi ngayon, ang mga pinagkakabalahan ng mga members, discon Diba? Kasi may mga production number, may mga ganun. May mga April 29 to 30, naka-involve yung mga PEs and members nga pala sa production
Kailan ba
number. Kasi report.
29 and 30.
Oo, may kanya-kanya.
Kailan ang election? May 9?
May 9.
Oh.
Right after. Diba?
Oo, pwede. 30, 31. Meron ba 31?
Dapat right after the Holy Week. Dapat next week na yan. After the Holy Week.
Suso naman.
Kung maiimbita ni hindi pa tayo sure kung maiimbita ni
I suggest May 2, Monday.
Baka May.
Para medyo nakapagpahinga na rin yung mga nag-attend sa DISCON. And then we have enough time to prepare and for the President-elect Mike to invite yung mga
Take advantage of the DISCON. You can invite your classmates in their clubs, especially sa DISCON.
Yeah.
I think I go for May.
I think mas reasonable yun. First week.
2 or 3 before the actual elections. Mainit yung topic na yan about how COMELEC.
Oo nga, right. That's interesting.
That will create a lot of interest, lalo na ang media ngayon is hashing all of these mga issues about COMELEC.
Yeah.
Sige, pag-isipan niyo.
Kailangan magawa na agad ng early brochure para ma-campaign na, no? Discuss muna with VP Net, our board chair, Net.
Mike can start by circulating the idea sa kanyang mga classmates. And if he gets good feedback, then we can go. Kasi ibig sabihin, may magtatrabaho na.
Oh, so ngayon, level up na talaga. PE na, ang PE na muna.
Magaling
Siguro
naman yung
that's-
recruit mo. Magaling naman Mike yung nag-recruit sa'yo at saka yung nagtuturo sa'yo. So wala namang problema. Yun
Oh,
eh.
siyempre, backup din si Heaven, di ba? Oh. That's good, that's good.
Siguro,
Let's go for it.
ipopost lang ni Heaven yan doon sa kanyang site. With how many?
80,000
80,000
with 80,000 followers. So nga, Heaven.
Diba? Gamitin natin yung iyong clout, Heaven, yan sa ganyang issue para they will look at it.
Yeah,
Diba? Pwede.
especially, relevant siyang ano na yan eh.
It's a very
Yeah.
relevant and serious
Yeah.
issue.
Sure.
Tsaka yung mga corporations. Mga corporations.
Madami yan. Kung
Madami. I think maganda.
Ika-campaign lang talaga.
So, okay, step up. PE Mike. PN.
So who's gonna invite? Si
Rene.
PE,
And
PE Rene
PND.
will invite.
Yeah.
The
Importante
commissioner.
lang po na ma-finalize din natin yung date and yun nga,
Okay
yung
na.
invite natin para when I invite yung mga classmates natin and may details na rin kahit paano po.
Yeah.
Ay-
Tawagan mo si Nanette tonight, sabihin mo merong nabuong concept na pipindisyonan lang niya para
Oo.
maging art road project na.
I can sound off the two commissioners that I'm familiar with. And
Sige.
then probably we can start with May 2 siguro, P. Mike.
Sige.
Yeah.
May 2 is
Tama-tama.
actually good.
Tapos
It's a Monday.
Sakto yun.
Pero ito,
Galing sa
P. Mike, baka ma-confuse ka lang. Though this will be spearheaded in terms of getting attendance. The governor to talk here is still Governor Joji. Not yet your governor kasi panahon niya pa to.
Yeah. Okay.
So parang
Oo nga.
ikaw na
Mamaya-
naging spearhead ng pag-coordinate among your
Yeah.
classmates. But the
Kumbaga, I'm
governor
helping out
to
lang.
talk, the governor to talk is still Governor Joji. Baka ma-invite mo si Governor
Oo
Mildred.
nga.
Problema tayo.
It's a good way for you to get to know more of your classmates.
And shine.
Imbitahin mo rin, imbitahin mo yung
Right.
mga lahat sila. Sa pets, I'm sure. Close pa kayo niyan eh.
Yes.
Talagang
Meron nga ang
tama-
fellowship eh.
Kaya President Emmy sa governor niya, no? Talagang ipinasok niya agad. Baka yung governor mo, Mike, ang mag...
Oo.
Baka ano lang di ba?
Baka
Parang
magkamali
protocol lang.
kasi
Baka
na.
magkamali lang. You can invite her, but she's not the one to talk lang about. Normally kasi may
Of course.
portion na doon, governor nito talk siya. Before the
Ayun.
Okay,
Proper,
that's a good
perfect,
thing.
perfect.
Thank you for that. I wish I could be really of help, PN Rene, but nakadelegate naman na level up si P. Mike. So kayong dalawa na to with the 80,000 followers of Miss Heaven. So
Oh, yeah.
this
So,
is
yung
fine.
tatlo-
So the next
tatlo
agenda
natin
is,
Presidente.
di ba sarap ng lineup natin. So just talk, sinong kukausap kay Net?
Si Rachel will talk
Ikaw
to
na
her.
pipili.
Tama, Rachel.
Ikaw
With
na, Maria.
Rene. With
With
Rene.
Rene,
syempre.
yeah, with Rene. Sige, bahala na kayo dun, ma'am and sir, ha? Ako, excuse muna, ako dun talaga nagtatapos talaga ako. Ang global grant ko, as in nakasalang, konting-konti na lang kami ni Ray, tapos na. Okay, so much, so exciting. Okay, next, konti na lang to. Ayan, so may clear, halos lahat na na-discuss na natin. So just a brief for those na hindi natin na-take na talk pa. Okay, so just FYI, no? So last time, alam niyo na, meron tayong we formed the Rotary Club Makati Bel-Air. What do you call this one?
Council of Past Presidents.
Council of Past Presidents, yes, and for which our first chairman is Jack Chotico, and then he sponsored our lunch, sumptuous and really delicious lunch at the Manila House, BGC. Ayan. Then after that, another fellowship happened while this Rocket Well band by PP Jack also. They performed, so we supported them. We were there. Mamaya may konti tayong pictures, but I'm sure nakita niyo naman sa atin. Ano yan? Now, just to update you, I was talking much about my district and RI expectations. As you all know, I am busy, as I've said, I'm busy right now, winding up, compiling all the reports, updating, because it is my role as president to make sure that our club receives for the club the RI presidential citation. This is something that is not for me. This is something that's for the club. So I have to work my role. And just like any other president in the future, so meron tayong expectations from us that we have to do. At yun na, paumanhinin nyo na po, at this very moment, I'm doing all my compilation and compliance reports on checklist. In addition to that, yung Rotarians and volunteer hours, sabi ko nga kanina, ipakita ko sa chart sa inyo, it's being monitored also by RI. So, yung mga oras na binigay po ninyo, finances na sinuporta po ninyo, ay pinapa-report po yun sa RI, which is okay na naman. So, kung meron po kayong gustong i-message sa akin, let us know. Okay, Discon 29, alam na natin yan. So, ito, I'm encouraging Heaven and Mike to please join sa production number. Our kasama sa cluster would be Rotary Club Makati, sa Rizal, Makati, yung bagong club ni Diamond, ni Lisa. And si Lisa, yung kanyang Rotary Club of Diamonds Makati. Ganda, no? Pero corporate pala yon, mga tao niya lahat yun, mga business affiliates niya. And then the other one is Rotary Makati EDSA. So, because it's a production number, FYI, we need to get a choreographer for a fee of 40,000 pesos for a 5-session rehearsal. So it's not, and hindi siya ganun kasimple kasi pag discount talaga parang you're watching a world-class presentation of the different clubs. So medyo magastos, but that's, yun na talaga pag sinabi discount, may choreographer, ang kanilang fees 40,000, which is being shared ng mga participating Rotarians. So kung marami naman nag-share. FYI lang din, no, sa Rotary Showcase ads, because of the discount, I have to prepare for all this compilation of the projects we did per area of focus, so that pag pinakita naman ang mga different projects done by the district on per area of focus, hindi naman absent ang ating club, of course. It's my role again to make sure that hindi napapabayaan ang club natin pagdating sa bidahan sa mata ng district at sa mata ng mga fellow Rotarians. Okay? So even yung End Polio Plus project na ginawa ni Jello na video, I'm also uploading that sa Google Drive because they'll be showcasing the different fundraising projects that every club did. So I really monitor and watch those announcements to make sure na wala akong nakaligtaan, walang na-missed out, kasi tinrabaho naman natin. And then yung Rotary Day of Service or the RDS, hindi tulad dati, when you make one project, basta ni-report mo lang tapos na. Ito, the Rotary Day of Service is really a project at time whereby we have to specify pa sino yung mga partner, sino yung mga may Rotaractor, Interactor, LGU, private companies, etc., etc. And then we have to report it pa sa AG and all that. Yes po.
Sa Camarines Sur. Right.
Ay? Ako ba yun? Anyway, so sa RDS po, kaya medyo matrabaho po yun. So, sa dami ng community outreach projects na ginawa natin, marami akong ginawag ng Rotary Day of Service Certification to be signed by the AG at isasubmit ko pa kay President Shekar Mehta. And nabanggit ko na kanina, Rotary Grant and District Grant Application, President Mike, we have to submit before April 15, otherwise we will be disqualified and we will not be able to apply for any grant kung miss out natin. Signing of the MOU and the draft of presentation materials. And for my term, last fellowship would be in June. So malapit na. Sabi ko ngayon, ito yung panahon na I would be able to thank you all enough and give some recognition certificate. Sana may enclosure kahit wala. Libre ko na lang yung bill natin. But it must be a face-to-face, please, ha? Huwag naman Zoom. Face-to-face tayo dito. So, but yun nga po, sa June na natin gagawin yan because this is a time that magkakaroon tayo ng kind of handover at saka konting recognition to acknowledge everything. Dahil lahat po kayo ay may participation. And because of the social media, alam niyo na, it is always good for people to see that you're doing humanitarian projects. Hindi lang pagpapayaman, but rather helping others. And that's what we'd like to showcase as part of your fulfilling desire to be known who you are, not just a businessman, but also a servant. Okay, so ito nga po yung ating tarpaulin, Council of Past Presidents Fellowship, that's March 9. With the first chairman is PP Jack Chotico, then every year there's a new chairman according to the year that they served. And anong role ng Council of Past Presidents? They would, the chairman would serve as an advisor to the president. And of course, at the same time, si chairman will make sure hawak-hawak niya, siya yung magko-connect ng mga graduating past presidents to be part of the roster. Kasi napansin ko po, ay pagka naging past president na siya, kasi busy siya, hindi siya ka-vibes ng bagong presidente, hindi siya ka-reach. Hindi siya reach out. Namamatay yung, parang naging inactive, hindi namamatay. So, naging inactive yung presidente na yon. So, ang gusto natin mangyari, pagkatapos nag-graduate itong presidente na to, looking forward siya to be affirmed as part of the Council of Past Presidents. And yung fellowship ng grupo na yan shall be chaired by whoever is the chairman. So, while the president is busy doing things down his line, the chairman of past presidents is also busy making sure connect yung past presidents with the current board of directors and officers of the club being managed by the young Rotarian. Okay? Kaya po, inorganize natin to support the president. Connecting link. Ayan, ang mga nagagandahang pictures natin, napagandang lugar kung saan hinost si Pipi Jack ang luncheon meeting. Okay, nandun si isang doctor na naging absent pa. Okay. Okay, so next, another picture, please, para lang makonte, mabilis na to, patapos na tayo. Next, huwag na yung video. No more video. So yung discount video, hindi natin i-show. It's about the tribe. Okay, eto, gusto ko lang pakita ninyo sa projects trending. Oh, ayan, oh. Pinapakita po dito bawat club kung how much money did we donate, how much money did we spend for the project. So lahat po ng ginagastos niyo, dinodonate nyo, let me know. Like for example, si PN Rene, ang dami niyang ginawa dun sa project niya sa Lapu-Lapu, or yung si Pipi Santi, anything that you did for Rotary, for the community, carrying the banner of Rotary, please let us know because I need to put figure in terms of cash or donated goods and services. We put value. So itong year 2021-2022, hindi pa ako nag-report. Kaya ayun pa po, magre-report pa ako. So nakikita niyo po dyan, pag hindi nag-report ang presidente, walang report yung kanyang during the term. Ayan, naka-chart po yan. At saka pag hindi nag-report ng tama, edi masyadong undervalued. Marami namang ginastos. Marami na tayo ginawa. Okay, tulad niyan, global grant, hindi naka-reflect. Nag-global grant time project, almost $60,000 yun. And ito pa, yung volunteer hours. So please don't think that lahat po ng serbisyong binibigay nyo, ayan, no? Pag hindi po nakapag-report yung presidente, wala pong laman yung chart niya as if po lang ginawa po yung club. Remember, this is a record of Rotary International. So dito din tumitingin si governor, pag nagbibisit siya ng club, tinitingnan niya, how do we perform? So as I've said, I'm still reporting for this year kasi ngayon pa lang po ako gumagawa because I want that this one is mataas ang chart at maganda yung performance na makita sa atin as a club. Dahil nakikita ng RI, pag hindi nagre-report at walang ginagawa po ang club, dito pala nakikita as if walang volunteer hours na binigay, kung meron naman. So, this is the role of the club to make sure na report. At meron talagang project. Because Rotary is serving humanity through fellowship. So, sa annual fund trends, dito rin po naka-chart yung ating, pagka di ba every month of November, naglalambing ako sa inyo dahil ako'y TRF chair lagi, na naghihingi ako ng donasyon ng sino yung Paul Harris, sino mag-e-array, sinong major donor, sinong Paul Harris Society. Ayan po. So, year 2021, ang achievement, ayan, noong 2017, 2018, 19, meron nakalagay na gold doon, tapos sa ilalim makita niyo po kung ano na-achieve. So, yung 2021, ayan, naka-update na po, and madadagdagan pa natin yan. It will come $5,000. $5,000, yes. Because PP Jack is adding up. Hindi pa po kasama dyan yung $2,000 namin ni Rotarian Ray, which is for the restricted global grant project natin para sa bakery, no? So for this year po, sa Rotary Foundation, ang binibigay po natin is total of $6,000. Kasama po dyan yung whatever small or big contributions na bigay po. So again, dyan po nakikita ng RI kung worthy ba tayo na bigyan nila ng project ng global grant. So depende po yan sa tinulong natin sa foundations. At nga naman ang bibalik niyang pera sa atin to fund our project kung hindi naman nga po din nag-contribute ang mga club members. Ayan. So, ito chart po yan. Other slide, please. Nasa Rotary Central po yan. Ayan. So, just to showcase. Marami tayong ginawang project, pinakita ko na to sa inyo before. So kaya ko lang po pinapakita itong mga pictures na to for the reference po ng ating mga presidenteng parating. This is how your brochure should look like. There must be your Rotary Club there na logo with your theme logo. And then sa gilid po, meron kasing Rotary Theme Month ang bawat, every month may Rotary Theme Month. So nilalagay po natin anong theme month ba ginawa mo yung project na yan at bakit mo ginagawa, sino yung mga partners, and then sino yung mga clubs na kasama mo, and then next, no? So ganyan po gusto makita ng RI according to our brand center, yung the way you present achieve your projects. Okay, next. Ayan, nakita niyo po, we are a people of action. So kung meron kang project na ginagawa with your community, ayan, nilalagay din natin ng October kasi ginawa natin ang project na yan. Siyempre, nakalagay ang club natin. And then with the Rotary Community Course. So just like that, you put the date that when did it happen, sino yung mga naka-involve, ano yung project about. So para hindi lang basta isang picture na nakakita na may picture na posing and avoid selfie. Ano. So ito naman sa oral health. Okay, next. Ayan, yung sa pateros naman natin, gift giving ng mga chinelas natin. Okay. Yan naman sa Teresa, yung kay Lorraine, no? Ang daming projects na ginawa natin dyan. Several of us donated money as well. Yan, nakalagay naman din po dyan. Naka-acknowledge po yung mga pangalan niyo po. Hindi ko na isa-isahin for the benefit interest of time. Na-acknowledge po natin if you are a donor to a certain project. Ang reason behind that is I'd like to document kung at the end of the year, what did you contribute po for the success of the project. So, then, kaya po inalagay natin. Ayan, that's our WASH project, Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene for the month of December. Kasi December is a disease and prevention month. Toothbrush and washing station donated by our developer community. Yan. Okay, next. Ayan, yung mga congenital children with congenital defects ng mga bata. Ang kailangan nila, diaper and milk. So, nag-donate tayo last time and nagsusulisit ulit sila. Kailangan na naman ng mga bata ng gata sa diaper. So, nakakaawa naman sa Workito. Ito naman sa din to, sa Manila naman to. Nakita nyo na to, no? Maternal child care, mga nanay na mga anak na lang, wala pong daladalang gamit para sa mga anak nila. Okay, so ang dami po nating projects. Yung pong pinakita ko sa inyo, pinili ko lang po yung isasama natin sa Rotary Showcase ng BISCON. And yung video ni Rotarian Rene, hindi nakapakita dito, pero nakita mo yun naman yun, PN Rene. I made a short video for you.
According to PP Harold, pang CNN yung nag-voice over.
CNN, grabe. Lying hard. Napanood naman yun siguro yun sa YouTube, no, sa Bel-Air natin. So, ini-entry ko rin yun para gusto ko lang pakita po na yung Rotary Club natin ay talagang supportive. Po.
Ikaw ba talaga yon?
Bakit? Hindi mo paniwalaan na mausto nga po.
Anong
Galing
kinain mo for breakfast nung umagang yon? Bakit ibang-iba ang dating ng boses mo?
Talaga? Ito nga lang ginamit ko lalo na pag dumating na headset ko maganda na galing sa Florida.
May bago ka ng career, therefore, no? Iwanan mo na yung praise reality. Alam mo, sa pagmamahal sa club at sa projects na gusto ko ma-showcase, kasi imagine mo, ipapakita kasi yung proyekto na ginagawa ng district, tapos pag nakapanood ka, wala ka naman napapanood na entry ng di ba? Not for winning, but just to mag-win, why not? The project is so noteworthy, maganda yung project. Tapos ang ganda ng presentation na ginawa mo. So, congratulations.
Of course, yung mga inputs doon, galing, kinuha-kuha ko yun sa mga inputs na rin I just put that on video. Yun. So marami akong pinapakialaman na ginagawang video. Of course, thank you so much to Jella and of course Gina May. I'm so blessed that ang mga backup natin ay magagaling pagdating sa kanya. Mga bilisan kami. Matter of minutes, no? Idea, okay, go, labas. Ang bilis So we're blessed when we have people really working for us.
PP Santi, actually ang tanong ko anong dinner. Kasi hating gabi na ginawa ni LCPMU.
Wala lang, bigla
midnight.
Anyway, just for the love of Rotary, love for the
Napaka-dramatic nung press, pati yung videos. I like it the way it was presented. Ang ganda nung the image of people.
Papakita yan sa BISCON?
Sana pulutin nila. I-remind ko talaga sila na pulutin nila yan.
Hindi, alam mo bang wala ka pa nga daw video.
Ha?
Wala ka pang videos, nakasulat.
Nasa
Para for
Google,
the-
hindi, no. The one that hinihingi nila sa akin is for the advertisement portion, yung may bayad. Kasi humabol
okay.
ako dun sa discount page announcement. Pero yung mga, ito, another Google Drive to eh.
Projects.
Mga projects per area focus na. Walang,
I like that part na kwan, yung umiinom ng fresh water yung mga tao. And then may nakapilang
kaya sabi ko,
container.
i-entry ko nga to kasi may premyo yun eh. Malay mo, unique yung sa atin, di ba? From air humidifier, air humidity. Tapos ginamit natin when water is zero at all. O, diba? Water save lives. So sana.
Correct.
Masama.
Maganda yan. Maganda. Pwedeng sundan pa yon.
I remember yung sinabi ng isang friend ko, pag gusto, may paraan, right? Kahit na hindi tayo magaling, hindi tayo expert for that, but we can do something because it's needed. Ayun po. Okay, and other matters so far, I've done with our meeting. Ano po ba yung mga other matters? Meron po ba kayo gusto i-share?
Congratulations, President Emmy.
Oh, grabe. Thank you so
Well
much.
done ka.
All I have to say, Emmy, you have a formidable team of 3 presidents.
Oo. Doon ako excited.
This is the first time in our history that we have lined up 3 in a row na puro magagaling. So
correct.
we're very excited about the club's direction in the next 3 years. So,
yes, of course, thanks to Pipi Harold who recruited Rene. And then I invited, and then Heaven was by Jay Lumakang, si Joto no? At least meron naman siya na-contribute sa atin. Si JC, si Joe, the past president na hindi naging ganun ka-active sa atin. She was the one who invited Heaven. If you remember, she was inducted long time ago, but she was not, she did not really feel much about Rotary until I had a chance to really give time to her.
Oh.
And then, hinihingiling ko siya magpresidente, she's not ready, and then she recommended Mike, who is very much ready. O, di ba? So, ganun lang nangyari. So, now we have a row of 3 presidents. And si Lorraine, naka-ready na rin yan. And si Ray, pag-uwi sa Pilipinas, Ray, ha? Pag-uwi mo.
So more or less, meron na tayong 5
Meron ka na
naka-ready.
5. Si Lorraine, ready na yan. Malay mo, by the time after the 5, ready na rin si Jella, si Oliver, they will mature already.
Kasi kung hindi mo nila up yan, si Rachel ulit ang magpe-presidente. Kaya...
Oo, no? Kaya nga.
Wag naman. Marami akong apo.
So, yung pag hindi bali naman, at least naman may 3 agad pinrovide sa Lord. I mean, ito provision ng Lord sa atin. God's provision. And they're all good.
PP Rachel, I don't know how to communicate with PP Net, no?
I already message her.
All right.
So, is it okay if we also communicate? I'll give you my number. It's
okay.
Here.
Okay. So it's fine.
Ito. Sorry.
Sa Viber, di ba?
Oo nga.
Sa Viber.
Ayan din. Ayan Rene, ayan na.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 9:25. Grabe. Sabi ko hanggang 9 lang, sumobra tayo. But anyway, it's a very interesting night. A lot of good sharing. We're so excited of what happened the past few months and excited for the next thing to do with this commissioner thing to be spearheaded by Mike and of course P and Rene. Yeah. So anything more? Kung wala na po, mag-a-adjourn na tayo para naman makapaghapunan na kayo lahat. Okay, so once again, thank you all. Hindi ko na kayo isa-isahin. Thank you so much for your time and I now call this meeting adjourned. Good night.
Thank you. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Nag-picture na tayo. So, nag-picture na kanina si Gina May. So, we're done. Okay.